Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, Yo. Sorry for the wait, y'all. It's a lot going on over here. I'm trying to get it together, and I hope you guys are having a good day. I know there's a lot going on these YouTube streets, but yeah. I just wanted to open up the lines and get you guys to call in. You guys can ask me anything you want when you get ready. And I know it's a lot going on. And Ronaldo, thank you so much. How are you doing, baby? Hey, Missy Keeman, how you doing? Y'all come on in. Come on in. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get in here. I know I'm so sorry. Thanks for coming, you guys. I see y'all been waiting. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, listen, I want to talk about something. Well, I want y'all to call in too, right? And y'all can ask me anything you want to. But I just have to be real with you guys. I really was thinking about not even coming on. I thought about canceling. And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so um I've been wrestling with my spirit, right? And this month right here, this is the month of July, guys. And I'm gonna tell you why it's so much chaos going on these YouTube streets and so much noise in your head and confusion all around you, right? It's because it was two moons. It's two moons for this month right here, full moons. And you know that your body reacts to the moon because we're on the moon cycles, okay? So you know all of this stuff be going on, right? But yeah, and so it depends on whatever mood you're in, it'll heighten or increase. And I told y'all about how the moon cycle work and stuff. But anyway, and on the 31st, towards the end of this month, it's going to be the last moon. But the first moon was like the big boom, the big, strong, powerful one. All of them were powerful. But that first moon set it off. So when you look around you in your real life and on this YouTube, you'll see how people react when the moon do things to them, and they don't even realize what they're doing or what's going on. They're just reacting by their vibration and the mood that they're in, and it's heightened. So you'll see a lot of destruction during this time, a lot of confusion and stuff like that, especially if you have people that's not centered and not aware of what's going on with their bodies. Okay. So I'm gonna give y'all a chance to come on in and whatever. Oh, let me give you the phone number. Mr. Keeman put it in the chat. Um, the telephone number to call is 70. The area code is 708-556 0271. So you can call in if you like to ask me any questions and things like that. And I know, look, like I said, I know there's a lot going on, and I know people are interested in soap operas, and I know they're interested in thrillers and um, romances and uh, all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure it's going to be a lot of y'all that's not going to be here, maybe catch the replay, and that's why I have a plan B because I know how that works. Okay, so I want to talk to y'all about what's going on in the world, right? And you might say, well, yo, how that's going to affect me? Well, let me tell you something. Stuff always run downhill. Always. Everything always run downhill. Okay, just so you know. It's going to affect you because what happens to your brother or sister, I don't care what country or state they live in, it's going to affect you. Why? Because we all came from that same big thing. That same God, that same creator that created us, created them, although they may be on another side of the world. Just so you know. Now we all know about the president and stuff going on with the president, but we cannot get consumed by what's happening. We can be aware of it, and we should be able to pay attention to that to know what's going on. But we need to move around the world too to see what's going on in other places, right? Move around your neighborhood, in your block, in your state to see what's going on around there, around you. Because I guarantee you, you're going to find chaos all over the place, all around you, everywhere. Okay? So, look, let me tell you something. Did y'all know? And I wrote me some notes because I don't want to forget. But once I'm finished with these notes right here, if y'all don't call or nothing like that, I'm going to be off of this jigamabob. Why? Because I know how long that I should stay on here. I know where my vibration is. I know where I want to keep it. And I don't want nothing to pull the energy that I'm feeling right now. So okay, so look, so we're gonna go down the list of what I want to tell y'all about. Some of y'all may be aware of this, but I want to know how come or why folk come we don't have all this stuff blasting on the news, what's happening in the world right now. I want to know why we're not hearing about this. Did you guys know that over in Bangladesh, that is chaos everywhere? Did you not know that 200 people, it's a mass protest happening over there in Bangladesh. 200 people were killed over in Bangladesh, right? And our government knows all of this. Our people, we know they know what's going on in the world. Y'all just don't because y'all interested in who owe bills, who got to pay something, who got more money than other, who looks good. But let me tell you something. Ain't nobody rich. You'll never be rich. Never. All of us are broke. Ain't nobody got more than the other. Don't no one have more than the other person. You may have a couple of pennies more, but that's about all. Ain't nobody rich. So who you trying to impress? That's what kills me with people. I don't understand that. I just don't understand it. Who cares about what another person have in their pocket, right? Who cares about how big another person's house is or car is or what type of woman or man that they having sex with? Who cares? Who cares? I mean, I'm just saying, why is attention always poured onto garbage like that instead of energy and attention poured into your household and your family? That always baffles me about people. Why be curious about other people and studying other people when you should study yourself? You should know why you feel the way you feel when you wake up in the morning. You should know what position the moon in. You should know what the weather should be, whether or not you turn on the television and that newscaster tell you what the weather is going to be for the day. You should already know these things, right? But most of you are more interested in what other people are doing. That's really crazy. Anyway, back to the Bangladesh story. It's a mass protest over there. And what happened was the government turned off the internet over there too. They gave the people a curfew. They had to be at a certain time. And when they turned off the internet and all the power systems, they also turned it off for the police. Okay. Well, the reason why they were protesting is because they had like 30% of jobs. That's all they had available. And what the government did was gave them to the jobs to the other government officials, different government people, positions. 30% went to them instead of the people. And the people basically is a bunch of students there, right? And the jobs are really scarce there too, right? And it's a poor country, all right? It's not like rich or whatever. And so the people were protesting about this. And they have a big riot. And they also turned off the electricity so that they couldn't record it and show it to the world. So that's another reason why the government put that on the hush hush. And again, our government knows what's going on over there, but you guys don't. Yeah, but y'all know about your neighbor though. You know what's going on with your neighbors though, right? Because some of y'all peep out the windows and stuff, trying to figure out what's going on with your neighbor, what time they leaving, what time they coming home. You so busy signifying with your neighbor, but you don't know what's happening in Bangladesh. You don't know about all of that, right? But that's happening right now. Okay. Anyway, that's one thing. And if that's not enough, it's more stories, and I'm gonna bring one real close to home for y'all, so you can really see what's happening. Okay, did y'all know? And look, and the headlines are big. Okay, let me show you this one. It's so many. It's like three or four stories, but I'm not gonna go into all of them because I think you guys need to do some of this stuff, some homework on your own to know what's going on. But did you know that Russia and North Korea? Do you know that they signed a new agreement with one another? They did it on the 23rd. July the 23rd, this year. And with that agreement, they had a collaboration. They're going to collaborate against crimes, and they're going to be collaborating against cyber crimes as well. They're also is going to help each other with military aid. This is Russia, the Russian president, and the North Korea president. Our government knows about this too. Some of y'all might not even know about that. Anyway, that's another eyebrow raising type thing. Our government is also upset with them because the Russian president and the North Korea president did not tell our United States government. They didn't tell us what they were doing. They already signed that agreement before uh, the United States got involved, and now the United States is upset about it because they're saying, "Oh, they didn't come to us and ask us for permission. Okay, that's another thing to be looking out for and something to think about and incidents that could be happening. Okay, now listen to all these storms brewing. Okay, and if that wasn't enough, let's go here. Let's go over here to. Let's go to this one. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, Bola, he might know about this because he live over. He's over in over that way. But did y'all know that the Kenya soldiers are patrolling Hades. They took the Kenya soldiers to go to Hades. Why? Because the Kenya soldiers went to Hades to help the country Hades because of the fact that there's nothing but gangs there, and the Hades president, everything is out of control there. They have no control and need backup because the gangs have taken over the country. And our government knows about that. Why did I say that? Because the government, and it's got headlines that'll tell you that the United States government not only gave Kenya soldiers aid, meaning vehicles, armory, and everything that they need to assist with them going over to Hades to help with the gangs. So they know about all of this. And in the meantime, we're all distracted about Trump and all of that. And we're also distracted about what's going on YouTube, right? All right. Now, let me tell you something else that's going to affect you real soon. I was telling y'all before um, that we're going to be hearing about wars going to happen, and I'm telling you, in the next 2 years, you're going to know. It's in 2 years we're going to have a war, and it's going to be a war coming. I told y'all that already. I've been told y'all that, but y'all not listening. But anyway, some of you may be listening. I'm not going to say that because some people may be listening to hear what I have to say. But the next thing I want to tell you, and this is the last thing I'm going to tell you. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you on this when it comes to what's going on around the world. And it's not everything that I know, it's just some things. I just don't want to bombard you. But on June the 25th, did y'all know that Finland, the country Finland, did y'all know that Finland is going to be the first? That's over in Europe, in case y'all didn't know it's over that way. They're going to be the first country to administer the bird flu vaccine. Yeah, and they're going to be doing it next week. Not this week, but next week. They're going to be administering the flu vaccine to human beings. Okay, and the amount is they're going to do 10,000 people. They're going to give 10,000 people that bird flu vaccine. Okay, and that's in Europe. Y'all know what happens over that way. Always come this way. And y'all know what happened the last time with the other thing that we was taking. Okay, so just prepare yourself and know that that's happening. And then I'm gonna tell you what another thing about that. When I talk about the bird flu, another thing. Hey, baby, I'm on here. Another thing that's getting ready to happen is going to be when they if you have any animals, if you have any cows, if you're a homesteader or anything like that, if you have any chickens, you're gonna have to probably take that bird flu shot, right? Because there'll be repercussions if y'all know what happened the last time when it came to the jab. But this is a bird flu, and that's happening over there. And then they will bring it over here, and they have a lot in stock. Just so you know, the company's already in line, and already have enough vaccines for that whole country and then some. Just so y'all know, okay? Now, while y'all on here doing what y'all doing, just so you know, all right. So now let me just say it one more time. You guys can call in to the number area code 708-556-0271 if you would like to come and talk to me. I don't know if y'all want to do that. I don't know if y'all want to do that today because I'm on the road and I don't know what I'll allowed to say. Hey Denise, how you doing, baby? Thank you for coming. Yeah, I know there's a lot going on YouTube, and I know a lot of people are interested in what's going on over on the other channels and stuff like that. And I dig it because I don't dabbled in it before too. I go over there and peep and see what's going on too. But I just don't try. I just try not to linger too much because again, it's a lot of confusion all over the place, and I'm not knocking anybody for doing what they do because people do what they do, right? But I'm just want y'all to be aware of all the other stuff that y'all missing out on because y'all are being distracted by a whole lot of stuff. And y'all don't even know why you're being distracted. Not only is our I say our government it's distracting us with stuff, but you're distracting your own self because you don't know what's going on with your own vibration and what's going on with the elements that affects your mood and affects your behavior. See? So I just wanted to bring it to you. And I also want to let y'all know y'all better get ready. Get ready to for this big thing that's getting ready to come down. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be sooner than later. You guys think y'all got time. And before you know it, time's up, right? And if y'all could see, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on my community wall this information that I told y'all, and y'all gonna see some visuals because some people did when they had that riot over there when I was telling y'all about the students in Bangladesh. Man, I'm telling y'all, excuse me, it looks like y'all. It looked like it's war already. Oh, and let me tell y'all what those students did too. The people that was all of they weren't just students, it was the whole community, the whole country was like in uproar. The whole in Bangladesh, all of it was so crazy. They even went into the prisons and they when they cut the lights off and the internet and all that stuff off, the citizens got so upset they went into the prisons and opened up the prison gates for the prisoners to get release those prisoners. So now they have criminals and everything else out of jail that they have to go and look for. But that's what's happening in the world that you need to know about. And the way they handled it, stuff like that, it could be the way that they handle something here. In another country, where in Georgia, is a country called Georgia. I don't know, y'all need to look it up. Over there, it was a coup to overthrow the government there. That happened this week. Okay, so they're trying to overthrow the government, just like they did here when they went to Washington D.C. Well, they try to overthrow the government there, and that just happened, right? And they wanted to assassinate this gentleman, and he got a last name. It's weird. It starts with a V. But I'm gonna put all that stuff up there. Have y'all heard about that on the news? I doubt it. I doubt it. So, oh, and I want to tell y'all this. This one I do have to tell y'all. Y'all know what's going on right now with Ukraine, and you know that they got this war going on over there. So let me tell you which country it is. Okay, which one is it? I wrote it down. Okay, yeah, Russia. Okay, this is what's happening. Okay, um, the Romanians say that Russian drones. They've been flying Russian drones over there because they're fighting back and forth with Ukraine. They're saying that the Ukrainians have, with during the war, they're dropping down debris that's coming from the drones that they're flying, and it's all in their territory. And so they're irritated about the fact that their debris, when they're fighting the other country, and it's dropping down on their territory, and they're telling them to stop doing it because if they don't, they're telling them that they're ready to go to war with them, simply because some of the debris from them fighting another country is falling on our land. So this is all the shit that's going on. See? And now I'm telling you, they're upset about it, so they gave them a warning. But of course, Russia denies that happening. But Romanian, they have evidence of some of the stuff, debris that has been falling on their territory. So I'm just telling you, with all of this uproar and all of this civil unrest, we playing games on this YouTube and on in our real lives. I'm just saying, when is it enough? I mean, do it have do tragedy or stuff have to be at your door before you realize shit stink? I'm just asking. Anyway, so like I said, I'm not gonna be on here long because like I said, I realize that hey Riders, how you doing? Thank you for coming, baby. But listen, I wanted to come on here because I wanted to just let y'all know really what's going on around us and how we need to concentrate on getting our stuff together. I'm talking about now. And if I when I look at some of the videos that I did, I'm talking about when I go back in the little archives of my videos, I realized that all I have been doing all of this time is preparing y'all or warning y'all to get y'all stuff together. So when times like this come, you'll be ready. Because don't you think soon enough that it's going to really affect your home, your house? It's already affecting you for real when it comes to the food and everything that we're doing right now. It affects you already. The prices of the food, you know. What do you think will happen if we have like one little major disaster? Oh, don't forget the lights, the testing of the lights. Our lights went out a couple of nights ago, and it stayed out for a few hours, right? and other people, other cities and stuff around was saying the same thing. What's going on with all these blackouts? What's going on? Y'all know in Houston, Texas, still is some people without lights right now today. So what is going on? You guys, y'all got to get together. And what are y'all gonna do too without the internet? When they shut this down, without YouTube, what y'all gonna do? What would y'all do? Right? What y'all gonna do? It's crazy to me that you can't just live your life surrounded by this thing right here. You have to have balance, and it's okay to come on here and play and talk to people and socialize with each other and stuff like that. Yeah, you have generators. Yeah, generators are good to have. You got to have that backup. But after a while, some generators run on gas. We have some solar generators. So when the gas prices go up, when they say they don't have no more gas for you in your city, just like they do sometimes with the water and all that kind of stuff, then what's the next move? Speaking of water, did y'all know in Idaho? Did y'all know that the governor there, he stopped the farmers? He stopped the water from going to the farmers in Idaho. He stopped it, and they were just complaining. That's because the government gave that person $15 million, and he stopped the water. The citizens got so mad they kept on protesting and they was doing all kinds of stuff. Finally, they said, "Okay, we're going to give it to you for one day." They gave them the water for one day. They said, "And the rest of the time, y'all got to worry about it. My hands off." Why? It's because it's a mine there. It's a mine in Idaho. And what they want to do is dig that mine again. So they want the farmers to stop growing any food, and they want the farmers to lose money and stuff like that, because farmers work for like what they grow, they sell, that's how they make their living. So they want all that stuff to die so that they can have that mine that they want to build on. And well, dig, because when they dig, it's all kinds of minerals in that to help with AI and other kinds of things that they are trying to do. Y'all don't know none of that stuff. And most of the time when I come on here, I don't talk about politics and all that stuff like that. Sometimes I might say one or two things to y'all, when we have like conversations. But most of the time I keep that kind of stuff to myself. But it's not because I don't know what's going on in the world. I know what's happening. And when I come on here to tell you, and if I'm talking about it, because like I told you, I don't like watching news and stuff. I get enough of it, and I get enough to know what's going on in the world, and then I'll just go away from it, right? And then I'll go within myself, and then I will connect with my creator, right? And it'll tell me what's happening and what's going on. And before all this stuff was happening about the wars that I already said, and or just told you guys about, and it just happened like the first one was reported. The one about the Romanians and the Russians, that was reported on July the 25th. Well, I already knew that was going to happen anyway because if you go back, I done made videos maybe about a week ago that said that was something was going to happen. It's going to be wars. So I already know what's happening. And so when I come on here, it's because I'm trying to warn you guys to get it together. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And I guess I sometimes get frustrated because it seems like ain't nobody listening. It seemed like ain't nobody listening. And so I asked myself why. That why question, that why is because, and my answer to that why, if it's only two people in the chat when I'm speaking, somebody hear me. That's good enough for me. Because maybe that second person will tell somebody in their family, and maybe that person tells somebody. So sometimes you don't have to have a whole lot of numbers, a whole lot of subscribers. You don't have to have all of that to get your message out, right? Okay. They may not deliver it the way you deliver it, but one thing about it, somebody will get the message. Yeah, okay, let me read. What's 7:45 p.m. Riders? I'm sorry. Maybe I need to go up. It's a pandemic. I asked the same question. Which one, Ryder? Which question? I said so much. I should have been looking here. Um, have you seen what some illegals done in DC? I know they do. I know it's gonna be. I know they're doing a lot of stuff. I know they're doing a lot of stuff, Denise. But here's another thing that you guys don't know. They got us thinking. Yeah, this might get a little deep. They got us thinking that the world is overpopulated. Too many people in this world. When truth be told, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's not too many people in this world. And it's people that know that there's not a lot of people in this world, right? because they don't want you to overpopulate this. They don't want you to keep population going. They don't want you to keep on having babies and stuff. They want you to think that it's too many people in this world, but it's too many scientists and other people that has done studies that will tell you, and there's some writings out too to let you know that all the people in this world, I'm talking about abroad and everything, and we were all in New York City, we wouldn't even fill the whole city. But we don't know that kind of stuff. Why we don't know that kind of stuff? Because we busy on here. Too much time. It's okay to be on here, but I'm saying don't spend too much time on here. I say about few 4 or 5 hours a day, maybe that would be the max. I mean, if you have to. I'm just saying, but get in the real world so you know the real truth. And they want us to think that the Mexicans and all these people coming over here to invade our country and to do all these different things, which some is true and some is lies. Some people coming for own whatever reason they're coming, they coming. But they can't take none from you, especially if you are already established in what you need to be doing. So stop worrying about people coming over and you not doing what you need to do to keep your family safe and have the things that you need. You see what I'm saying? It's just like a apple on a tree. There's a whole tree full of apples, and other people want to come and pick some off the apple, And then you got the government that own the daggone tree, right? They own the tree, but I'm gonna get a piece of apple. I'm gonna give me one apple off that tree. But I'm smart enough to know that after I eat the outside of that apple, I'm gonna save the seeds because I'm gonna grow me some more trees. See, you guys don't think like that. Some of you, I'm not talking about all of you, some of you, right? So stop worrying about what other people are doing. What are you doing? These people may be in survival mode and they trying to bring their families over here for a good life. Can you fault them? If you was reversed, would you do the same thing? Wouldn't you? And one more thing. Nobody really knows how many people in this world. Nobody. It's no way. Because people have babies all kinds of ways. They don't always register babies, but social security numbers and stuff like that. People have babies. You got homeless people, I told you, have babies in the woods. They don't even know that they're here. So I'm just saying, we can't believe everything that we hear. We have to know what we seeing. And I'm not talking about TV. Don't believe I'm talking about believe your lying eyes when you're looking at something in this real world, not like this, right? And then do your own research on things. That's what need to happen, right? Then because again, they want us all fighting against each other. They want us not to get along. They want the blacks against the whites. And listen, this is the oldest thing. This has been going on for centuries. Centuries. But I'm telling you now, this government, this whole world is getting ready to reset. It's going to reset again. And when they reset, it means war. That's what it means. War first. That's how they reset. And it's time for them to reset. And you guys better set with them. Anyway, I'm gonna drop the link, and then I'm going to give you a telephone number, and I'm gonna open it up for what you guys want to say. He said that is how I feel when I am when I'm worn. I think of Noah. Lord have mercy. I do too all the time. I can't even imagine how he must felt. I guess he feel like we feel. Hey, Daryl, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute. Nice to see you. Yeah, you've been in the bushes. I understand. It looked like the bushes is probably the safest way to go. If you're gonna be on this thing and travel on the same streets that we travel on. I guess that's the best way to go, guys. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna be on your street. That's where I'm gonna be at. For real. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be continuing getting my stuff together. Oh, and another thing. I told y'all was gonna hear something major in October. And y'all just hold on, y'all will. Shit. Yeah. hmm Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm supposed to be dropping the dead gym link. Dang it all. What am I supposed to do? Control V. I told y'all when I don't do this thing for a minute. Okay, let me see what y'all saying in here. If you would, if you like, Mr. Kimmy, thank you. Yeah, and y'all, when I put the telephone number in there for you guys to come up, you can just ask me anything you want to ask me, any questions that you want. You may have something that you may be going through or something. You might want to talk to somebody about it. You might can't talk to your mama, brother, sisters, or whatever. And you might want a stranger's point of view. And if you trust me enough, I'll give you my point of view or whatever. It just don't matter. Whatever you want to ask me. And again, I'm not gonna stay on here long because I know there's a lot going on and everybody's doing a whole lot of stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out to you guys. And hopefully Oh, this hopefully you guys are kind of take a look around y'all self at some of the things that I just said. But the main thing and the main squeeze that y'all might need to know is about that shot that's coming our way because you know it's coming our way. Anytime they have 10,000 people already to next week, yeah, because and they're ahead of us in time. So in a few days or so, they're gonna be doing giving them that bird flu vaccination. And hey, it's coming to you. And the people that they're giving it to are the ones that work in hospitals and stuff like that. And some of the seniors, the same way they did the other thing that they did here. So yeah, that's just interesting to me. And nobody is saying anything. Nobody's saying anything over this way, over this side of the water. So yeah, that's something to look out for. Yeah, and stocking up food and on, but yeah, you better. I'm telling you, Daryl, for real. You can never get enough food. You can never have enough food because I mean, you never know who you might have to feed somebody else. Somebody else in your family, you might have to just feed them. You never know. Yeah, you better feather the nest. And then don't forget to get their first aid kits and stuff like that. You gotta get all that kind of stuff like that. You have to have it. Your sewing kits and stuff. And don't forget some of y'all too, if you don't know how, you need to teach yourself CPR or learn CPR. Go to CPR or somebody teach you CPR for classes so that you can save somebody's life that may be in your own family, right? You can take that up and they can give you a certificate and you can practice. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, it's just so much. It's so much more that I could tell y'all, but I won't because it's enough right now. I feel like I gave you enough that y'all know that there's a lot of confusion going on around us. And again, y'all know stuff run downhill. And then this stuff is accelerated. It's like already accelerating right now. It's already fast, fast, fast. So yeah, like overnight kind of stuff. What I told y'all is kind of like overnight breaking news like that. So yeah. And another thing too, I have a girlfriend that live in Germany too. So, and she have grown sons and children and stuff like that. And I've been keeping touch with her all the time. So she been telling me a whole lot of stuff that's been going on over that way and way before all of this stuff. And every single time when things happen over there, it happens over here. It never fails. It never fails. So yeah, because there's a government. Everybody is a one big one big what you call business, right? And remember when I was telling y'all mind your own black business, like in your household. Well, y'all know the United States is a corporation. This is a business for them, and they're gonna do everything in their little power with their business to make their business run smoothly and for them to be productive in their business. Nobody wants their business to fail, and they also have a lot of investors all these different other countries and is invested in their business. So if some of those other countries that's invested in our business go down and have problems, then we gonna get into some of them problems with them because we together in this. You did? Okay, I can't make it in the plane enough. But anyway, last call. I'm gonna drop the link one more time and the telephone number. And if y'all want to come, come. Yeah, okay, we said stock up on foods. Yeah. With no drama said. No drama. They want, yeah, they want everybody against, yeah, they want everybody against us. And they want us to fight with each other too. And it's not hard for them to get that to happen because if you're looking at now, well, we're already talking about Mexican people and stuff like that. They already got us to not like them. You know what I'm saying? With all of this stuff, man, man, I want people to just stop trying to just try to imagine. Y'all just try to imagine for me is when you meet somebody, I know you can't help seeing a person outside, because you're gonna see the color of them, you're gonna see how they dress, you're gonna see all of that. But just try to imagine when you come to a person or try to practice when you come to a person or you meet somebody, whether it be somebody in the grocery store, anywhere you go, just try to listen to what they're saying and try to feel their spirit. Try to feel them, feel them. You connect with people with feeling more so than what you see because some people don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to they're so scared because we always looking at people when you meet somebody, the first thing we doing is judging them. That's what we do because we see the outside. We talked about this on Miss Akimi's panel before. Me and Selena, um, I think she got some premiums. Y'all go over there to Mr. Kimi's channel too, y'all. Subscribe to her and become members. She is monetized. Go to Mr. Kimi's channel. Mr. Kimi, you can drop your link in the chat so they can go over and subscribe if they haven't already. Yeah. But yeah, we was talking about how people look at your outside and they judge you from the outside, which is cool. So then you can size a person up, look at the outside. But sometimes um give a person an opportunity to talk to you. Because I'm gonna tell you a quick story. When I met my girlfriend in Germany, this woman, my husband was in the service, and I lived over there for 3 years, right? And he went in the field, and I was there, and we was living in a loft apartment. Loft is a great big building. The bakery was underneath, and she happened to live on top. I couldn't speak the language or nothing, and I would go out there and walk the boardwalk, by the water and stuff, and look at the geese and all that, the ducks and all that stuff like that. I would go out there every day, and I sit out there, just in this little strange country, just looking at everything. And for some reason, she always smiled at me, and I always smiled back. And then the next she got bold enough to say hello, and there's hello. This is how we met, right? So I'm like hello, and then we ran into each other into the bakery when we went. She was living in the same building, and when I went down to the bakery one morning, she was there, and I was trying to tell the man behind the counter that I wanted one of those little they call them brochins, and it's like a little roll, right? And I was saying, I want one brooching. I want to give me one of those. I'm trying to point, and by me being, not speaking the language, and they all Germans. And he wasn't trying not to he was trying like he could understand. So she stepped in and she told him what I wanted because she couldn't speak English, but she understood what I was saying. This is crazy. She understood what I was trying to tell the man. And so once she did that, we laughed about it. We kind of like laughed at each other. And then we was going back. We walked back to the apartment together to get up in our buildings. We in the elevator together going up, and she just smiling, and she was feeling a little awkward, right? So I made her feel better, and I was telling her thank you, and I did remember how to say thank you. That's one thing I did know is So I told her thank you in her language, and then when I did that, she was like, "Ooh, like oh yeah," like. And so eventually we wound up being friends. And when I would go shopping, we would go together, and she was teaching me the different things to say for what pork chop is, what's the name for pork chop and all that. But before we went out into the economy or on the straza on the street to the shops, I invited her to my apartment because, like I said, we're in the same building. So I told her to come in for some tea, and so I was fixing some tea, and she sat down in my living room, and then she started just saying she would pick up the teacup and she would say what the tea was, and then. And I was telling her in English what tea is. She was telling me in German, and then in Dutch rather. And then when I picked up the sugar, I had a dish with sugar, and then I was gonna give her that, and she would pick up, she said, "Sukkah, sukkah," and I was like, "Huh?" She was like, "Sukkah, this is sukkah," and I was like, "Oh, sugar." And then everything around the house, she started naming it and saying in her language. That's how I learned how to sprechen Dutch. See, she taught me. Well, I say all of that to say this: if we looked at them as being like, if I looked at her as being like, well, she wanted them or whatever, she wanted them because I had heard stories about how rude they were and all this stuff before I went over. So a little bit of that was in my mind, but when I met her, she was the sweetest person in the world. So and I understood why we thought that they were rude is because the older Germans, right? They wouldn't, the men and the females, like the omas and opas and grandmamas and grandmas, they wouldn't speak to you when you're walking down the street. If you walk past and say guten tag, they will not speak. They may not speak to you because you have to address them in the way that they want to be addressed. They wanted you to say like that you want to call like Mr. or Mrs. and say good evening or whatever. So some of them was like from the old school. It wasn't that it was rude. It was just that was rude of you to approach them in that way. So it was a whole lot of stuff that I learned, right? And that's how we get to know one another. And like I said, this girl is my friend to this day. She is my friend to this day. And that was hey, that was many years ago. I didn't even have children. And my baby is 24, 25 years old. So I didn't even have children. So that's what and her son and he'll call me to check on me. She had a 2-year-old son at the time, and he's a grown man, and we still, talk. But I'm just saying, we have to stop letting other people tell us how to feel about other people. Just because you don't like a person, don't mean that that I might not like them, you know? And I'm not gonna judge you because you like that person. You know, okay, say you don't say let's think about this. Say it's a person that you don't like. Well, yeah, no, that you like that I don't like. Okay? Now you like this person, but I don't like them. I'm gonna respect that you like them. But you also have to respect that I don't like them. So if I don't want to be around that person, then I won't be around you or that person at the same time. But everybody's still happy because just like you have a right to like somebody that I don't like, I have you have a right, vice versa. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know y'all understand what I'm saying. Would you say Bangladesh has shut down all universities? Oh, you do know, Daryl. Yep. All universities cut off the internet. I told y'all. Yeah, from the people. It's a civil war over there already. Yeah, pretty much. But and that just happened. But they're not saying all of that on the news. That's not plastered all over the news like that because I guess they don't want to scare people. But yeah, it's a whole lot of stuff going on. But anyway, yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna stay on here long. I just wanted to pop on here and give y'all opportunity because I did tell y'all that I was gonna drop the link, that I was gonna do it this every 2 weeks. But yeah, I think this is the third week, maybe the fourth. I'm not sure. But anyway, I did try. I did try to come up here. But yeah, but you speaking factual. Thank you, sure. Thank you, sure. Thank you. Yeah. And so when y'all go into chats and stuff like that, and y'all see people that y'all don't like, it's okay, just don't speak to them. And just, I mean, if you don't like the person in the chat, just skedaddle. I mean, don't you don't even have to address them. I'm just saying, just to cut down on some of the foolishness and stuff like that. You know, and you know what? If somebody in this chat type me right now, your thoughts, I don't like you. You know what I'll say? Okay, it would be okay with me. It would be okay if you don't like, because everybody's not gonna click. Everybody's not gonna connect, right? It's everybody vibing on different vibes. Everybody doing their own thing. It's okay. You know, you don't have to like me. The only thing would upset me if someone disrespect me. It's okay not to like me, but just don't be disrespectful because how can you disrespect a person you don't even know? When you don't even know them? See? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, y'all. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go, y'all. So I want you guys to have a peaceful afternoon, a peaceful week, rather, and try to stay away from a whole lot of noise. And then make sure you center yourself. Don't let nobody start, your day for you, the mood for your day. If you have any dreams and aspirations, focus on those things. Start getting your piece of paper and checking them off. Say, check. I did what I'm supposed to do today. Yeah, have a to-do list so you can start. Gathering all of your stuff together because I'm telling you, y'all, it's coming. And I want my people, which is all people, regardless of the color, to be ready because I'm looking at the spirit of the man and the spirit of the woman. I'm not trying to look at your color. Those days are over with. I used to do that, but I'm looking at the spirit of the man. Once you know better, you do better, right? Because we all came from this one big thing, this one big God, this one big whatever you want to call it. So, okay. So we are brothers and sisters in the spirit of that. Only in that is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So yeah, love ye one another for real, because we're gonna need each other. We definitely are gonna need each other. And if you think you don't need nobody and you think that you one man is an island and you can do everything by yourself, you don't need no helpmate, you all this and you all that, woe be unto you, O Israel. Woe be unto you. Okay? And this is not to be fear mongering and making nobody scared. No, it's just telling you to wake up, get your shit together, so you won't be messing with nobody else that got their shit together. Because that could be deadly for you. Because it's a whole lot of people like me ready. It's a whole lot of people ready. Man, it's a whole lot of people ready. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Anyway, it is what it is, baby. So I'm gonna see y'all later. Okay. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Let's go. Y'all, let's go. Let's kick back and relax. Enough of that. Now let's go rest and be peaceful. All right. Peace, everybody. Until the next time. Thanks for coming, everybody.